Hello, welcome to Sheepdog Says. I'm Sheepdog, and today's video is about the fact that I just can't get any sleep at the moment. Not because I'm staying up all night worrying, or because I can't get to sleep because of noise or anything like that. I am sleeping, so I'm slightly misleading there. But I'm having the weirdest, vivid stress dreams where something happens in a dream and then I'm stuck in this loop of panicking about whatever thing that's happening and trying to deal with the problem and problem solve on the fly. And it's completely irrational. I think some of it's come from the fact that I'm trying to figure out where we're going on holiday in July, I'm trying to work out how on earth we're going to get to the airport at Gatwick and then across to Stansted on the way back, and come up from there with six of us and all our luggage. And the cost of trying to do it various different ways is obscene. And I think we figured out a plan yesterday that will do it, and it's all good. But the night between us figuring it out, I had just the most bizarre dream where my wife and I we'd won a prize. It was a really bizarre thing. It was like someone had given out a load of like little random leaflets, and we happened to be given one even though we weren't supposed to be. And on ours was like £1 million, and we were like, yeah, we won. And for some reason we asked my father-in-law to collect it, and then everyone was hounding him for being too old and unemployed and all of this. And that all came from the fact that when my great father-in-law tried to get us a car sorted, the quotes for a 30-year-old were like normal prices of like 100 quid for a car. The prices for him were like 250 quid just because he was 73, I think he is, 72. And I think that just played around in my head. But in this weird dream, like the Daily Mail and the Sun were talking about this old man who doesn't work and who doesn't do anything is won £1 million. And I'm like, he's retired. He's not feckless. He's retired. And like the whole night was just me trying to battle the press and sort out this major issue that was affecting my family. I woke up in the morning like exhausted, thinking, thank God it was only a dream. The country isn't hounding us for winning a prize that they were then trying to take off of us. I obviously missed the fact that we hadn't won £1 million. That was a shame. But it was so stressful. And then, like, at work, I've been doing my new role, which, as a side note, is hilarious because I did my video the other day about a new job. Someone came up to me at work and said, I hear you're leaving. And was like, well, they come up to me all discreet and said, I heard about your new job. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, so when are you... And I said, no, it's here still. I'm staying here. And he's like, oh, he said, I thought no one knew. I did wonder why you put it on YouTube without telling them. And I was like, no, it's a job at this place. I'm staying here. I'm just moving roles. But I think I'm doing a lot more paperwork and writing stuff out and proposals and stuff. I just had, again, a really mental stress last night where I dreamt that, like, we filled in something and this company had come to meet with us, and this guy had given me $20 and said to me, we'll do the business with you if you can change this $20 into pounds, buy something and give me the change in pounds. And for the next, I'm guessing, 7 hours of my sleep were just me going around this mythical town where every blooming exchange company was, closed for the night or whatever. And it was just insane. And then I had a word with my boss, and he took everyone out for a meal, and it was just going on and on like this, and I'm stressing more and more and more. But again, by the time I woke up, I was just like, what the hell does that mean? And I don't want to be one of these people who goes on about their dreams. I'm not going to do videos about every dream I have. But this has been I don't remember what happened the night before, but it's been a couple of nights in a row where I've just been like massively like drama going on all night long. And then I wake up the next day and I'm like, whew, I need to sleep. I'm crippled from how dramatic that film in my head was. I think it's all part and parcel of my, it must be something to do with the medication that's come on now. I'm a few months in. Maybe it's sparked something in my head. I'm noticing, I mentioned a couple of weeks back that I'm not very good at doodling, and I can't really picture things as I'm drawing. And while I was doodling at work, again, past couple of days, it started to become a bit easier to do it. And I'm now contemplating whether there's some sort of link between like low testosterone and being able to draw. Like, it could be a focus thing. I'm genuinely thinking out loud that, I know it sounds a bit silly, but it is supposed to make your brain more focused and more able to process information, because having low testosterone can cause these issues. So I'm wondering if all of a sudden my dreams are becoming insanely vivid, but doodling's becoming a bit more coherent, because like I drew a random shape and then I just carried on spinning it out, and then when I'd finished it was like an alien wearing sunglasses, and I was just like, I mean, it was still, I'm not going to put it up in an art gallery. It was an alien wearing sunglasses. But the point was, I started by just scribbling on a piece of paper and it turned into an actual picture. Whereas normally I doodle on a piece of paper, then I doodle a box, then I doodle a circle, then I doodle a triangle. And I'm like a 2-year-old discovering shapes for the first time. So it is really weird because I can't really explain it, I guess, unless you lose the ability to do all that stuff. It's weird suddenly gaining it. I'll be interested to see how I am in like 2-3 weeks time. Hopefully I get some damn sleep because I can't deal with having just constant dramatical dreams that ruin me. I keep waking up with the really weird pains as well. The other week I crippled my knee for like 36 hours and then suddenly it was fine. Today it's my neck, like here. It just feels like I've been swimming. Maybe I was just swinging punches in my dream, just trying to get through the crowds of people. That's another weird thing that kept happening in this dream. It started off with one businessman from some kind of bank that I needed to impress. And then every person in the street kept just revealing they were part of the party as well. And so when in the dream, I had to go for this random meal. There was like 50 people. I was trying to get a table for 50. And I was stressing out about that. As somebody who had to arrange a meet-up at Comic-Con a few years back, or it might have been Eurogamer, for 30 people at Bodine's, I could tell you it's impossible, damn it. It's impossible. We had to wait so long for that. But yeah, again, that could have been playing in my head. It's weird how your brain puts things together, but I felt so tired this morning. I'm still driving that really annoying car. It is so rubbish. I was trying to explain to my father-in-law that it was rubbish today, but he, because he's into cars, I think he just takes offence at the fact that I thought it was rubbish, even though it's nothing to do with him. He didn't make it. He didn't even work for Ford, but that KA, I can't wait to get my car back. I still haven't thought of a name yet, so if you think of one, let me know. I'm probably thankful that I'm not having I used to have recurring nightmares when I was a kid, and I'm just going to wrap up with this random tangent story. But I don't know, until I was maybe about 10, I used to always have the same dream that I was on a big boat going to France, I think, because I used to go to France by boat as a kid a lot, P&O ferries and all of that. And I'd be looking over the side with my family and a storm would suddenly come in like that and it'd go dark and it'd be all like vividly dark. The sea would be going wild. And then, I don't even know how, my sister would get blown into the water and we'd be like, we've got to save her. And she'd be swimming and she'd saying, help, help. And then a whale would just go, and eat her. And that'd be gone. I used to have that dream so many times. I don't even know why. I don't know whether it was a Pinocchio thing that just scared the heck out of me, whether it was, I don't know, just I was convinced that whales lived in the English Channel. I just don't understand where it came from. I mean, I did have a really weird understanding of where whales lived. My nan used to have in her garden a well. Apparently there was a well in her garden like 50 years ago when she first moved there or something, and they'd just covered it over with slabs and it had been buried. And again, until about the age of 6 or 7, I was convinced that it was a whale that lived underneath her garden, and if you moved the slabs and looked down the hole. So my cousin would be like, yeah, I can see the well, and he'd be talking about a well, and like if you look down there, you can see how far it goes down. There is a well there, and it was causing damp to rise up the walls of my nan's house. But in my head, I was hearing there is a whale down there and it's causing damp. And so I assumed the dampness in her wall was from the whale shooting water out of its blowhole. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but it's genuinely true. I swear on my life that I was convinced that this whale was what was causing the damp. And I don't even know at what age I would have figured it out, because now I know it was a well. But honestly, I don't know when that flipped in my head, when I figured it or when I just got it. It could have even just been someone saying you could see the well there and maybe a better accent. And I just suddenly was like, oh, yeah, I knew that. But yeah, I wish I hadn't mentioned this now, because I know I'll go to sleep tonight and it'll just be whales everywhere, just eating my kids or something. They're scary. Or to a kid anyway. So yeah, it's just been a bit of a random one. Again, I promise I won't be the sort of person who goes, so I had a really weird dream last night, and do that all the time, because that is annoying and I recognise it's annoying and I hate doing it. Whenever I tell my wife that I had really ridiculous dreams, it's more to tell her that that's why I'm so tired or that's why I feel a bit tense, not here's an interesting story, which I guess is what I'm doing now. I won't do it again, I promise. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll do another video tomorrow. It won't be about dreams or whales, unless I get eaten by a whale or see a whale. Give me a subscribe and a watch more videos and a like and all that stuff. I forget what this one is. I'll put it up here. It's just showing you other videos you might not have seen. Let me know, by the way, the settings on that, because I set it to what's best for the viewer, but I'm wondering whether what's best for the viewer is like, it could just pick a random video it thinks you'll like from the universe. I don't know whether it's going to show one of my videos or whether it's going to show something that you'll like. I don't want it to just suggest that you start watching videos about sheepdogs, basically, is what I'm thinking. Someone showed me that when they look at my videos, they get recommended like crafts videos or something. So let me know if it is my videos to come up there, because that'd be a really weird feature if I'm just sending you off to watch craft videos. Yeah. If you've ever come to me from a random sheepdog's craft video, then let me know, because that'd be really entertaining. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.